All right, what's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about the difference between training systems and a training program, and why, if you're someone who has long-term, whether that be strength or performance, just related goals, why a training system is going to be better for you in the long run than consistently picking up different programs along the way. Programs are great. They offer us many different things that a system maybe doesn't. A lot more rigidity, concrete. Things that you're going to be doing, things that aren't going to change or have variance, things that are pretty much set in stone. Hey, do this for 8, 10, 12, 16 weeks, and this is going to lead you to X result per se. And these are great, especially for people who just like to work out or just trying to achieve a general level of fitness, just trying to keep staying after it, whether that be after sports or just for their families or their jobs, whatever, what have you. But if you're someone who has long-term related performance goals, developing a training system that you adhere to is going to be highly beneficial for a multitude of reasons. The programs have some downfalls to them because typically they don't account for individual variances, differences. Maybe you're having an injury, setbacks, plateaus, things like that. Sometimes, like I said, the program it's designed to fit within this window of time. And if something comes up within that window of time, the program may be kind of thrown off and ruined potentially, depending upon how this program is set up. But it typically doesn't allow for variances. There's really no alternative routes that you can take when you're running a specified program to reach a specified goal. But when you're within a training system, you have some adaptability, you have some variance. You can plug and play different things, you can make the accommodations. Whereas a program is going to kind of lack that adaptability. It's going to kind of force you into a certain framework. It's going to put you in a box and try to keep you there, like I said, because it's trying to get you to that specific goal. Sometimes within a system, we may, hey, something's down the line that we can kind of shift our focus to, what's coming up, may not be working out, whether something came up, an injury, or we just need to shift focus in general. The training system can allow us to still work towards goal A, but have goal B on the back burner or in the back of our minds as well, while we're still trying to work towards that. And we can build towards that in the background as well. And so the system just allows us, like I said, much more adaptability, much more variance. And to me, it's like kind of like a structure. And so my wife coaches volleyball for the local high school with the town that we live in, and I'm currently running the strength and conditioning program. And so I take a systemized approach to how I write programs for my athletes, for myself, and I always kind of have. I like a base structure to base things off of. That way I make sure that I'm checking all the boxes, but things can look different, whether that be for certain individuals, different sports teams, or just different for the sake of, hey, we're going to create a different stimulus. We want to try something new, or maybe something more challenging or different. That's just going to keep their interest peaked. It's going to keep them wanting to come back, and it's going to keep them working hard. But at the end of the day, it's not just going on a whim and doing something random. It's not out of the ordinary. It's in line with what we need to do, and it's getting us closer to our goals, even if it looks a little bit different every time. And so something that this looks like is, I'll go through our warm-up on our day one. So we do 2 days, and so one of our warm-ups is, it just looks like this. 1A, ankles, 1B, hip flexors, and then 1C, upper back. No, that's not right. 1C is all right, so on our day one, we kind of do a little bit of full body both days. But primarily lower body, whatever. I'm not going to get into it. 1A, 1B, 1C. So we do a warm-up circuit of 3 exercises. We rotate through this 2 or 3 times. And so my primary focus is on things that are going to strengthen the ankles, things that are going to strengthen the hip flexors, and something that's going to strengthen the hamstrings. So what can the ankles look like? Things like 4-way ankle walks. Currently we're doing single leg balances on foam pads. So it's just challenging the stability of their ankle. Things like hip flexors, like hip flexor raises of all kinds of sorts. That you can get different with that. And then hamstrings, you can do different things like glute bridge isometrics, hip thrust isometrics, banded hamstring curls. There's a lot of different things that you can do, but at the end of the day, it's accomplishing these three things and hitting these three muscle groups that I want to target and improve within these girls, so that way their bodies are more prepared and stronger for the demands of the sport of volleyball. And so the system allows me to change things as I see fit, rotate things in and out. Sometimes I try things and I'm like, we didn't really get as much as I wanted out of that, so we may try something. We may tweak it a little bit the next week to try to get more out of it, or simply we may just swap something in and out because I just know that it's just not going to work, and I'd rather just put something in that's going to work and get a good output from it than try to keep messing with something. And so that's why the systems are really great, because they allow us this variance, they allow us this adaptability to make changes, but again, still move towards the overreaching goal that we're after. So this is the big difference between a system and a program. And again, if you're just an avid gym goer, you're someone that's chasing a general level of fitness, you're just trying to stay after it so you can be the example at home for your wife and kids, what have you. Programs are great. Pick up those 8, 10, 12-week programs. I sell them myself. I've written them for people for years. They're great. They keep people going to the gym. They keep people working out, and it's awesome. But if you have long-term performance goals in mind, you need to develop a system that's going to allow you the variability, the adaptability to work with your schedule, with your body, with your time, that can get you to where you want to go in a timely manner.